just jump on here real quick. As you maybe can kind of tell, I don't feel good at all. We ended up going to the doctor yesterday, and I thought I had a sinus infection, and he checked that, said my sinuses looked fine. No sinus infection. They even did a COVID test, negative. But he couldn't figure out why I've been running such high fevers. I checked my chest. He didn't really say anything about my chest, but my endocrinologist had checked my chest like less than a week ago. Everything was fine. But he comes back in, and he comes at this nostril with another, like a much bigger thingy, and he's like, and I was like, you're not doing that. You're not going up that nose. He goes, I promise you I'm not going to hurt you. And I said, you better keep that promise. I said, I'll be pissed and I'll never come back. I mean, I was not, I don't feel good. I mean, I'm running 101 fever, 100.5, 100.9, 100.8. I mean, I'm running fever, and I just didn't feel good. And he's obviously worried, and so he goes, you know why I did that? And I said, was that a flu test? I mean, I don't know. COVID was a flu test. You know what I mean? So, because the flu will show up as COVID. And he goes, no. He goes, this is a MRSA test to see if you have staphylococcal, MRSA. He goes, because it can show signs like that. And he goes, especially in your case right now, as with you running such, high fevers. And he goes, no, you haven't. He goes, but you're probably taking like a ton of Advil and all this kind of stuff. And I said, yeah. And he says, I'm gonna test for that. He goes, I'm giving you antibiotics already, but when it comes back, if it's that or whatever, I'll add another antibiotic to it. He goes, I'll call you. So I'm just waiting to hear back from him. But I also have been doing some research on a supplement called NAC. If you get the opportunity, look it up. It used to be, it was FDA approved a long time ago, and you had to have a prescription for it. But now it's sold as a supplement, but it has been found to have very good, because it boosts immune system and cellular regeneration and stuff like that. And it's also used like if you have acetaminophen poisoning, because it binds to it, and it'll bind to viruses like the cold virus. That's all that is like COVID, cold, the flu, all that, and it will bind to the virus. Well, now that's showing that, now this stuff has been over the counter since God was a boy, and now that the government has found out that it can help, they're making it where they're going to have to take it off the shelves. You're going to have to get a prescription for it now. But there's still some places that are selling it, and I bought 2 bottles. They had buy one get one half off. I bought 2 bottles of it, 150 pills in each bottle, 600 milligrams of NAC, and I got it from the vitamin shop, and I started taking it about 2 days ago, and it's also supposed to help like with certain antibiotics. So it's not all antibiotics. You'd have to look it up, but like it's supposed to help the antibiotic do its thing to stop even MRSA, MRSA staph, from getting worse and binding it where it can't spread or duplicate. And So yesterday I got my antibiotics, and I'd taken a dose of that the night before. Then I took a dose of it yesterday morning before I went to the doctor. Then went and got my antibiotic after leaving. Came home, ate, took a dose of the antibiotic, and then last night I took a dose of both of them, and then this morning got up, and I actually feel a little better. I'm still running fever. Last night though, right before I went to bed, I couldn't wait to go to bed. I just felt so bad that when I got in the bed, I still felt bad, but I wasn't running fever. And this was killing me. Y'all, right through here, this has been really hurting me. I couldn't even really do this, and now I can. So I'm figuring that may really be MRSA. Because I have an open. All that in there is not healed. A lot of it is, but a lot of it isn't. And MRSA is very common in the nose, people, and then it gets in your bloodstream and you get toxic and you die, and that can happen within 12 hours. Google it. So, and that's what I told my husband. I said, see, I told you I didn't have COVID. I said, I actually think my ass is totally immune to the flu, and to the COVID, to the Rona flu. I said, but I'm more terrified of the MRSA than I am COVID. Because you can feel, under the weather, and then all of a sudden you can just drop dead. It happened to a man 2 days ago. Actually, I was talking to a friend of mine and somebody that worked with her husband, and he didn't feel good. He just kind of didn't feel good. He was tired and stuff, and he stayed home, and then he got up to go to work the next morning, and his daughter told him, Daddy, you ought to stay home. You need to stay home. And he's like, no, I'll go. And he went to get up, and he fell, and he broke 2 ribs, apparently. They found that out after he passed away. She got him up, set him in the chair, and he said, I'm okay. And his head flew back, and he died, and it ended up he was septic. His blood, he had sepsis. So, so I'm more terrified of this. So, I just checked my temperature in there, and I'm running 100.3 fever, and I can tell the back of my, my eyes are burning. I don't feel good, but I'm going around cleaning everything, because no matter what it is, even if it's not that, I don't want my husband to catch it, and he hadn't been feeling good, but not like me. And so I have Lysol, we have of hydrogen peroxide. We've done, everything to try to, I'll keep my hands washed, use, hand sanitizer and all that. I've taken the sheets off the bed, washed all the linens and everything. I'm going around spraying the handles of toilets, doors, just anything I use, I only use it once, and then I throw it to be cleaned. But y'all might want to check out, I got it at the vitamin shop. It's NAC. It's N-aceta something, I don't know, but all you gotta do is go to the vitamin shop and type in NAC, and it will pull up. It's like a white bottle with an orange label on it. And I had ordered 2 bottles, and I'm going to order some more, because, even Amazon is trying to take it off, even if any supplement has it in it, because some supplements will add it to it. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, this is purely NAC, and I believe it has helped. I really do, because I don't feel as bad. I don't feel good, but I don't feel as bad as I did yesterday or the coming days. And yesterday, I think, took a toll on me. I was at the doctor for like 2.5 hours. So, yay me. But anyway, I just wanted to come on and give y'all a little update and also tell you about the NAC supplement, because the government's fixing to take it away where you can't buy it over the counter and you have to get a prescription for it again. So that ought to tell you it works, because our government is for shit. Anything that we can get a hold of ourselves that would help us, they're going to take away and make it where we can't. And it's proven, like, they've done tests on it with COVID, and because of it being a virus, but with MRSA even being a bacterial thing, it's shown to bind it and keep it from getting worse. So, that's this administration. That's just how it is. So